You ready to show them what you can do? You ready to show the world how much of a star you are? You ready to show the world how I'm really not feeling good today? You ready to show the world how we're gonna get through this and how we're gonna stay motivated and how we're gonna just come out here in this little bit of grass area and just have a little bit of fun? You ready, huh? I think Mr. Fluffy's English is tough already, and I just started the video. I think Mr. Fluffy Poodle's ready. Let me get to my normal spot, and let's go ahead and get this started. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who I am, my name is Daniel the Big O. I'm out here with the Fluffy Poodle. That's right, Mr. Fluffy Bear and his blue hair. Hey, today I'm really not motivated. I'm really not. I haven't felt good all day. My body's just hurting. But that doesn't stop the relationship that we have together and how I need to exercise my dog mentally or physically every single day. Wonderful airplane, you're making my audio sound great. With that being said, Fluffy's been listening for a good period of time. Let's reward him for that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes! And there he goes. Comes right back, brings it back to me in a controlled manner. Out. Good. All right, let's have some fun. You guys ready to see it? All right, all live. Can't hide any mistakes. Gotta love stuff like this. Fluffy, heel. Perfect. Okay, one time he went ahead, he fixed it, he went back, corrected himself. Oh, that's acceptable, but I'm not going to give him his reward because he knows exactly how to do it the first time. Let's see if he'll do it the first time when I ask him the next thing. Fluffy, down. Yes! He did it right, and as soon as it touched, I gave him a reward. Come here. Fluffy, out. Fluffy, sit. Fluffy, what should I do next? I know a lot of you guys do like the middle and 6. I do that next. So how about we just switch it up and do a orbit or circle, what I call it. And you see how he's not moving unless I tell him, I tell him his name and then I tell him what to do afterwards. See, let me give you that demonstration. Fluffy, circle. Good, sit, down, sit, Fluffy, circle, Fluffy, sit, Fluffy, middle. Oh, he messed up, he's still messing up. Fluffy, middle. Good, Fluffy, 6. Good, Fluffy, heel. Good, Fluffy, circle. Fluffy, hug. Fluffy, off. Good boy. Ah. See, all of that is really consistency and training without treats, without toys. Don't be like some people who have a 2-year-old dog, a 2.5, 3-year-old dog who said that they've been, owner training, but they're still constantly using treats. If you really need help, there's plenty of people out there. Just really search for it. You know who I'm talking about, and I hope that you're really watching. And because we're really gonna come to you and give you the help that you deserve. With that being said, let's keep this going. Fluffy, stand. Ah. Oh, nope. I'm not gonna pull it out your mouth. Come. Out. Good. Sit. Good boy. All right, what else should we do? Leave it. And then I tell him the magic word, yes! And there he goes. I don't even have to watch. Cars driving by, all of this stuff, all of these distractions. Why do I not have to watch? Because I'm actually watching right here, okay? I'm watching through the camera all of my surroundings, using reflections, using all different... come on. We're not chewing on the toy right now. using all of that thing, so I'm making sure I'm making sure I protect my investment. Don't be crazy, don't be wild and have your dog or a pet, it's a little bit different, okay? Please do not have your service dog running around out all crazy far away from you next to some woods, next to some areas that might be in dangerous, stuff like that, because, you know, a lot of us with disabilities can't get to our dog in time of danger if that happens. With that being said, protect your investment, protect your medical equipment. Stay. Heel. Good. Blind retrieval. Blind retrieval. Stay. Good. Good. See, I like him just looking at me. Good. Good. Yes! Go get it, and he has to find it. Now, it's actually that way. Sit! 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 Ah, he's not listening right now. You see him? He's right over there. He needs to go that way. Look. Good. Good. He got it. He uses his instincts, using the smell. Out. Good. Sit. Using that smell, using that all that wonderful goodness. I got to get that mint out of my mouth. Yes. Out. Now, I know a couple of you asked me to do that exact straight line heel, fast moving, slow moving, and then also do the straight line orbit, do a demonstration of that live, because a lot of you it was like, man, is your dog really that good? Absolutely, Mr. Fluffy is that good, because again, it's consistency. Consistency in your training, guys. Fluffy, heel. All right, now I'm gonna walk from left to right or right to left to either one, going from fast to slow. Watch my legs and the speed. Heel. Go fast. Orbit. Circle. 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 Yes! And you give them that reward, and you reward them so they just know that, hey, when am I getting that reward? When am I gonna get it? When am I gonna get it? Out. Sit. See, it's stuff like that, ladies and gentlemen. It's honestly, I get asked all the time, how do I get my dog? How do I get my service dog? How do I get them to look like this? And it all boils down to, again, and I can't stress it enough, is consistency. You got to be consistent, because even if you have a service dog and if you just stop training, stop progressing in their mental knowledge and physical activity, they're just going to go back to being a regular dog. They're going to forget everything that they do and just start acting up and doing what dogs do, wolves do, and being this is natural to them. With that being said, got to be consistent, got to be consistent. Stay. Heel. Good. Middle. Heel. Yes! Work with him, work with him, work with him. And you guys ask, why do I just keep coming back to him and not really looking when he goes to get his toy? Because I'm watching through here. Out. See, because again, using that reflections off things so you can still pay attention to your dog, and then using the camera so you can still see what's going on. Oh, do you have any AKC sports with him? Do you do any AKC sports with him? Hold on, let me go to this live chat. I don't know if you're the only comment so far. Actually, we do many sports. He knows how to duck dive. He knows how to actually duck, how can we say this the right way? Duck season's coming up, all right? And he goes with me. You can see the videos on that. He goes duck with me. He goes to find ducks with me, goose geese, whatever you want to call them, either one, Canadians. Dove season's going to be coming up. Because again, outside of him being a service dog, I want him to enjoy his life. And how can I get my dog to enjoy his life is doing things that he likes to enjoy. So getting him out in nature, letting him, you know, go on those boat rides, those canoe rides, get in the water, go out and, you know, explore the woods, you know, get a little bit of that prey drive. Okay. When I say a little bit, yeah, you know, he goes, I can't say the word. He goes out there in camouflage gear and goes and gets, you know, ducks and geese and turkeys. You know, he sits next to me during turkey season. You can see that video during deer season. He goes with me. With all of that being said, I mean, he doesn't, it's not his job. We just have fun with it. And it all starts with stuff like this and training like this. Once you get so advanced, it's like, hey, let's keep it going, let's keep it going, let's keep it going. And that's what we love to do. Stay. So you throw it, fluffy heel. You let them forget about it, okay? Let them forget. Let them forget. Come here, all right? Let them forget where it's at. And this is kind of like a duck or a goose when we, you know, practice and get ready. Also, when we do scent training, okay? You don't use regular food for scent training, all right? You don't at all. This helps, stuff like this helps, you know, pick up their nose a little bit more because they forgot exactly where it's at and they have to use other senses. Fluffy, yes! He knows roughly that direction. He just walked right past it. He smelled it. Bam, he was on it. Bing, bam, wiggly, wham. That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Any other, speaking about the AKC stuff again, yes, we've done some trial things. We've done some trials. We've done obstacle courses. Is that the stuff I love to do? Yes, it's fun, but I'm kind of limited. So when we run through obstacle courses, I pay for it afterwards. With my disabilities, I love to do stuff, but after, most people with disabilities understand what I mean by, we always try to do stuff and we think we can do things and we'll do stuff, right? For example, I'll go camping, I'll go fishing, right? And I'll do the whole week and give my all to my kids and my family. But they know once we get back home, it's going to take about 2 or 3 days for their father to recover, for Daniel the Big O to recover. But again, we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep pushing because life doesn't stop. Let's see what that comment. My SD is an 11-month-old, and I am trying to figure out what I can do with her. Scent work or something? I love mountain biking, but I'm... All right, so I'm going to help you out, all right? I'm going to be real, and I'm saying this with all due respect. If your service dog in training is only 11 months old, then I would highly, highly recommend that you perfect. All right, when I say you perfect all basic obedience absolutely everywhere. And when I say everywhere, that's literally what service dog organizations and stuff do. From 0 to 1 years old, they master basic obedience absolutely everywhere. That means stores, fire next to a fire truck with sirens going, go to the police station, go to, you know, dog shelters. You're going to absolutely anywhere and everywhere. You're desensitizing that dog for that first year to loud noises, smells, and absolutely everything, because realistically your dog is only a teenager and still 1 year old. From 1 year old to 2 years old, that's when it's learning, okay? That's when it's mastering and finishing up the basic obedience and perfecting it, all right? Like when I say mastering, that's perfecting that basic obedience, but that's secondary to the first task at hand from 1 to 2. The first task at hand to 1 to 2 years old is that service dog task, and you're literally working on that for a whole year, because it's not, most people it's like, oh, well, I just have one task, it's a leg shaking. All right, look, like let's be realistic, all right? Yeah, it can pick up on leg shaking, but if your dog is really good and if your dog is doing really what it's supposed to with your disabilities, it's going to pick up on that scent and that detection change in your human body. Stuff like that is how you work through. I advise you to get with a trainer because get with a trainer or look at legit good videos on the internet because there's a lot of people who don't know what they're talking about, okay? Again, from 1 to 2 years old, it's getting that service dog training, learning it, and perfecting and mastering that basic obedience with that service dog training, because those two together and all of those environments and mastering that is so much more difficult than what most people realize. And then from 2 years old to 3 years old, give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing a live video right now. So give me a little bit, okay? So, from 2 years old to 3 years old, that's when your dog is actually perfecting everything and mastering everything. By 2.5 to 3 years old, you should know if your dog is legitimately a service dog or not, okay? And a lot of people just think that, oh, well, my dog does pick up, at 1 years old. Your dog isn't even done growing at 1 years old. Doesn't even have the mentality of being an adult yet. I'm sure it's doing good. I'm sure it's doing great. But with all due respect, you still have a long way to go. And I don't believe most people when they say that they've done everything that, if I give them a legitimate list, you probably haven't even done half of the stuff that most people do. I would and if you're going to take an owner-trained service dog out into the community and put it's a risk to the public. An animal is a risk to the public. When I say it like that, they can switch in a heartbeat. They can switch in a heartbeat and bite a child or, go off on something. And you have to be confident in your training and have that consistency and have that training to back it up. With all that being said, I believe that you can do it. I truly do. I believe that you can do it just like anybody can, okay? I truly do. But no trainer is working closely. Hold on, let me go back to your other question. When it comes to mountain biking, okay? All right, so I used to downhill mountain bike out in Colorado, down the ski slopes, all that. I love it. Me and Mr. Fluffy actually we went recently with my son. I lasted about 30 minutes and cried the whole way home and didn't move for about 2 days, but he went with me. He rode, next to me on some of the parts, and then I had to actually put my leg out a little bit, so he stayed behind me because he's used to that heel position. But on certain activities, you have to go back to the basics and let him know, like, hey, this is what you do. This is how it is. Can your dog do this at 11 months old while you talk and not move, not anything, just wait? Stuff like this is what you go back to. Now, here's the next thing. You said there's not a trainer that'll work closely with you. I beg to differ, okay? Because how bad do you really want it? All right? I'm a motivational speaker as well. And when I say how bad do you really want it, let's be real. Have you tried absolutely every little bitty trainer? Every last one in your state? Or let's back it up. In your city? In your county, in your state, your surrounding states, and then you can go further and further. Because here's the thing, I tell everybody this, seriously, how bad do you want it? Because if you really want it that bad, you would be there multiple times a week. And they say, there's a lot of people say, I can't afford it. I know thousands of people that I got in by just telling them what I'm telling you. How bad do you seriously want it? Go there and tell them, hey, I'll clean up after the training class. I'll stay here. I'll come 30 minutes early and do anything that you ask. Be consistent. Show up there. The first week, they're probably not going to deal with you. The second week, they're going to be like, okay. I see that they actually want it. And they'll maybe give you a little bit. Come back the third week and they'll give you a little more. Come back the fourth week and they're going to give you a little more. Come back the fifth week and you're going to keep going and going and going. And they'll probably offer you a job, because they love people who are committed. And when it comes to dog training, commitment really shows in a dog. You can't fake it. There's a reasons why I don't use treats anymore. There's a reasons why I can literally put this away. I can put that down and none of this changes. Because it's consistency and good dog training, okay? And if you don't know how to do it, you really need to get with somebody in person. Seriously, get with them in person, please. You can learn some videos off YouTube. You really can. There's some things that just because I know how to play basketball doesn't mean that I should teach it in the NBA. You get what I'm saying? Some things that you really need to, if you, obviously it seems to me like you need a little help, please search it. I showed you how to do it. It's really that easy. The hardest part is actually doing it. I said she's working with me. Okay, that's awesome that she's working with you. Again, try to go over everything that was said. You know, with everything that's said, if you have a trainer that's working with you, go over 0 to 1, basic obedience, exposing your dog to everything. 1 to 2, learning service dog task, and mastering that basic obedience with those two together absolutely everywhere. 2 to 3, you'll figure out if your dog is a service dog or not. The hardest part is, like for a lot of people, is most dogs will wash out, but they want to keep them pushing through. Or they keep using treats and toys and stuff like that. That stuff really needs to be phased out after a certain age or time limit of training. Now, refreshing, that's a whole different story. Yeah, you want this now? You've been a good boy sitting there proudly. Yes, good boy. Come here. All right, let's go back to a little bit of, is there anything you guys want to see real quick? Parents are starting to show up, so I think it's about time to wrap this up. You know, Fluffy, come here. We'll just do a quick, short training session real quick, about 1-2 minutes, and then we'll wrap this up, guys. You ready? Here we go. We'll show you guys exactly how we do a quick training session when we go to a new area, stuff like that to refresh his memory. Fluffy, heel. 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 Sit. Down. Sit. Down. 6. Heel. Circle. Circle. Middle. Middle. Oh, you're messing up on that middle. So we're going to trick you a couple times to fix that middle. 6. Good. Down. Heel. Middle. Middle. Good. Heel. Heel. Middle. Good. Down. Yes. Out. Not feeling good. Heel. See how quick that is, ladies and gentlemen? Like, you can't fake that. That's consistent training. With that being said, we're gonna wrap this up. You guys see at the beginning of this video, I really wasn't motivated, but sometimes that's what it takes, and that's what I wanna teach you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I wanna teach you that sometimes when you're really not feeling good, just still please get up, get out, and just do something, because sometimes when you do something, by the end of it, you might be smiling like I am today. I wasn't motivated at first, and now I am. Fluffy Poodle, let's wrap this up. Fluffy, heel. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys know who this is. This is Daniel the Big O and the Fluffy Poodle. Make sure you guys are liking the video, subscribing to the channel. Make sure you comment down below and we'll reply to each and every one of you. With that being said, we'll see you guys tomorrow in an awesome video. Mr. Fluffy, you want a hug? All right, buddy. Good boy, good boy. Y'all have a good day. Sits. Give me a high five. Bye-bye. Shake it like salt, shake it like salt, shake it like salt, shake it. Whoop, whoop. Haha, there he goes. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.